Hey guys, well, guess what I'm doing today? I'm doing a Panera mukbang. Excuse me. And, excuse me. And they have two new chicken sandwiches. And I'm going to try one of them today, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to try the other one another day. I'm going to compare them. So the one I got today, it's called a spicy take chicken sandwich. And this has a lot of, look at this, buffalo sauce on it. So I'm going to get my napkins out. And I got me a tea. Ooh, this is messy. I hope this tastes good. I got my large tea. Oh, and also, when I went to order, it said get a free drink with a spicy one of the chicken sandwiches. So I got me a free large drink. It has a code for the app, and I got me a free large iced tea. So that's good. And then I've completed my Panera rewards. So I have a reward on my app also. So I'm gonna try that the other flavor chicken sandwich with that coupon. So I got some chips here. Oh, they got some new chips. They usually have it's Panera brand chips. Let me try this. It's sea salt. So, if my phone happens to fall while I'm recording this, I've been having trouble with my mount. The suction cup don't want to stick. So I'm going to take a bite of this sandwich. Let me get my napkins because it's pretty messy. And today, I'm wearing my new shirt. Got my LL Cool J from Old Navy. Okay, so this is the sandwich. It's chicken. It looks like buffalo sauce and a creamy sauce. And then it has crispy pickles on it. So this is going to be messy. And I'm going to try not to be gross with it. Oh, and I decided to use some of my shampoo today because my hair was getting faded. See, the reason why I don't like to do it every day is because, look, I don't know if y'all can see that. I got red on my hands. My old lady hands. I look like an old lady with my wrinkly hands. Okay. So and I just found out about this sandwich the other day, and I thought, let me go do a mukbang. So I'm mukbanging today. Oh, and the bun is like I don't know if it's called a ciabatta bun, but it's a, okay, the chicken's a grilled chicken. I thought it was gonna be like a crispy chicken, but it's actually like a grilled chicken. And the chicken tastes good. It doesn't taste dry. Let me get into it more. Okay. It's good. Would I pay $10 for it? No. It's not worth $10 and a little bag of chips. But it's good. It don't taste disgusting. I haven't gotten into the pickles yet. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It tastes like it's like a mayonnaise on it. It's good, but it's not worth $10. paid $10. It tastes like just a buffalo chicken that you'd get at like Buffalo Wild Wings. Oh, and I am sitting in the Panera parking lot. This spot where I'm at, it doesn't have trees, but it's shady. So, whew, that's making my nose run. But I got this shirt at Old Navy. It's their gender neutral stuff they have. My sandwich is slipping. Okay. Not bad. I'm gonna go back another day. I'm gonna add it to this video and try the other chicken sandwich. Yeah, I got this drink free. So I didn't put a lot of ice in it because I like to fill it up as much with tea. Just a little ice to get my money's worth. So I hope you guys saw my Michael Bublé review. It is a really good CD. You guys need to go get that CD. Believe it or not, people still want CDs. I don't want, oh, it drives me so crazy. I do not want a freaking record. I don't understand it. Records are not even 80s prices like they were in the 80s. When I was a kid, I had a bunch of records. Now, I mean, records are like $30 for a record. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's the whole nostalgia. These kids will be over it soon anyway. This is good. But, I mean, $10. I would rather go to Buffalo Wild Wings, you know. My nose is running. Woo. Let me get some chips. So I went, Eric and I last week, to church. We went to the Matthew West concert. I didn't take any pictures or anything. I just wanted to sit there and watch the concert. And I didn't even buy anything. Can y'all believe that? Anyway. Some people just don't know how to act. They don't know how to act during a concert. People behind us. We're talking. And man, this is making my nose water. They were talking. There's a little girl with them. And she was being annoying. She was kicking my chair. And I was like, great. I can see where this is gonna go. So, she was talking. So the parents were talking. But, so, they were there for the first half of the concert. And the little girl started getting fussy. She was about, maybe 8 years old. She was getting tired of being there. So she starts fussing and whining. And she was talking about, and I'm trying to focus on the concert. Couldn't concentrate because of that distraction. And she started whining, and she wanted to go, and she mentioned going to Target. She wanted to go to Target, And then she got up, and I'm listening to this, and this conversation is it's so painful for me to listen to it. And then she goes, sits in her daddy's lap, and then they finally, I'm like, I know these people are not fixing to get up and leave because of this little brat. This little girl wants to leave and crying, fussing and whining because she wants to go to Target. They got up, so the daddy gave in. They all got up and left the concert because the little bratty girl wanted to go to Target. I could not even believe that. I mean, I was glad they left because it was quiet. They didn't even stay for Mathew West at all. They left before he even did his set. These parents, man, oh my gosh. Some of these parents are ridiculous. I just dropped some on the floor. These parents, man, I just, your children, look, I'm not a parent, but these parents, your child does not dictate what you do. Man, I'm not going to leave just because the child is crying and wants to leave. No. Look, if I would have been acting like that when I was a kid, my mom would have drugged my butt outside and she would have spanked me real good one time, and that was it. We wouldn't have been leaving because I wanted to leave. She would have spanked my butt, and she had no problems dragging me out too to do it. And I would have been back in that sanctuary, and that would have been the end of it. It would have been the end of it. That's ridiculous. These parents, man. These parents these days. Like, these parents nowadays, they want to be their child's friend. Ain't no being friend. You're going to be the parent. Don't be the friend. You be the parent. And you discipline them. I mean, that was the most ridiculous thing. I cannot believe those people laughed because their little girl wanted to go to Target. That's ridiculous. That is freaking ridiculous. Look, when I would act up in church, my mom and I sat on the front row, and my dad sat up on the pulpit with the pastor. And if I was misbehaving, my mom, she had no problem dragging me out. We sat on the front row. She had no problem. She would snatch me up, drag me out. We'd go outside the front, outside in the front, and she had that ruler, and she would spank me with it, and that was it. She still has that ruler, by the way, you guys. She does. I'm not lying. Ask her about it. She still has that ruler. And I remember I wrote Butt Buster on it. That's a family heirloom right there. The old ruler. This is good. I'm going to try the other flip. See, look, my hands are red. I don't know if you can see. I'm going to go to Sally's after this because it's right over there, and see what kind of things they got over there. And then I'm going to go to Ulta, see if they got any things I can do to spruce up my hair. And another thing, and I'm not going to say who I'm talking about. But let me just say this. These young parents, like, they complain about not getting like a date night, and then when they get an opportunity to go on a date night, they don't want to go. They don't want to leave their child. And I'm like, just go on your date night, for crying out loud. Then they start making excuses why they don't want to take their date night. And then, you know, somebody will offer to babysit for them, and then they don't want to go. It's ridiculous. These are kettle chips. I'm gonna have to get out of here. It's getting a little warm, you guys. This sandwich is pretty good. Yesterday, I went. It was Sunday. I didn't go to church yesterday. Because Eric had to go play for something yesterday morning at a church, and I didn't want to go. So I didn't have nothing to do yesterday. And I mean, we saw all the movies. We saw Morbius Saturday. And so I saw the movie Coda was playing, and it's only gonna be there for like one more day. I thought, well, and it looked like a good story about deaf people. So I thought, well, why not? I'll go try it. This is so spicy. It's making my nose run. So I went and saw Coda. And you know what? And I thought, I was thinking to myself, I think this movie got some Oscars. So it might be pretty good. It was so good, you guys. Coda. And it's only, I think, gonna be at the theater like 1 or 2 more days. It's one of these quickie ones that, and it's gonna be streaming on Apple TV, I think. But if you guys can get it somehow, go watch it. It was, oh my word. It was about this girl. Her parents and her brother were deaf, but she could hear. And they owned a fishing, they were fishermen. And the daughter, she was trying to juggle high school and, you know, working for her dad and being their interpreter. And she wanted to go to music school. It is a really good movie. Y'all need to go see it. It's called Coda. It's called Coda. I really got a good deal on this drink, you guys, because it was $3. I saved $3. But yeah, Coda, oh man, that was a good movie, guys. Oh man, I was surprised. I thought, oh great, it's gonna be one of these boring movies, independent movies. You know, the movie theater, they're showing a lot of movies that, like all these little artsy movies and independent movies, and a lot of Japanese, you know, nerdy anime stuff. And so I get, you know, bored and I want to go see a movie, so sometimes I'll just go see one of those, you know, movies. Trying not to get my new shirt messed up. Which reminds me, speaking of, hearing impaired people, it reminds me when I lived in Pennsylvania in the 80s, we moved into a house, our first house, and our neighbors, it was a deaf couple, and that sandwich was good. Our neighbors were deaf, the mom and dad, but the son and daughter, and they were younger than me. One was in like first grade, the other was in like kindergarten. They both went to my school. And the kids knew sign language. They would do all this with their hands. And the kids could hear. The kids could hear and talk. But the parents could not. And I thought it was kind of cool to have deaf neighbors, I got me that book. Somebody gave me that book, The Joy of Sign Language or something like that. I didn't know like a lot. I just knew like how to finger spell, like A, B, C, D, like that, as far as sign language. But things started off real good with our neighbors at first. At first, it started off really good, and then somewhere along the way, I don't know how or when or why, it went down the toilet. Like, the lady, like, she would get mad if I didn't play with her kids. So she would come over to our house and knock on the door, and she'd have a note. Excuse me. She'd have a note from my mom, and she'd be all upset because I wasn't playing with her kids. I remember when I would go over to their house, go inside, they'd have the TV on, but it had like, the words on the screen. And like, they had something attached to their phone, like, it looked like a typewriter or something attached to the phone. They'd be on the phone with that thing. But I remember they smoked. And they had a dog. So their house smelled like dog and cigarettes. But I remember, so she would come over, upset because I wouldn't play with her kids. But I don't know what happened, but they just started being really mean to me. Like, I remember, like, I'd be coming home from school, and that lady would be waiting for me at her door. She'd be waiting for me. I would cut through people's yards coming home from the bus. I'd be walking through the houses. And then she would just come out there charging at me. She'd come storming out, charging out. And she would be cussing at me. She would be saying the F word to me. Her and her husband would say the F word a lot. And flipping me off. And it was so funny because I'm like, how do they know what the F word is? How do they know that when they can't hear? Like, how do they know that that's a bad word? And here I am. They're being ugly like that to me. And I'm just a kid. A little 4th grader kid. 5th grader kid. But she would do that a lot. She would wait for me at her door to be coming home from school, and she would come out there cussing at me. One time, and I don't even know how it got to that point. Like when she would scream, it was loud, and it would give me goosebumps because, she didn't know how loud she was being because she couldn't hear, and it would be loud, and it would give me the chills. And she'd be cussing at me. Oh, I didn't know why. Oh, I remember the first incident. I was in 5th grade. We were waiting at the bus stop. And it was a snowy morning. This was Pennsylvania. All of a sudden, this was the first thing. She starts yelling at me at the bus stop. I didn't know what the heck she was. I'm like, why is she yelling at me? I didn't know what I did. My mom wasn't gonna have that. My mom didn't like it when people yelled at me. My mom got out of the car, and even though the lady couldn't hear her, my mom was pointing in her face. You do not yell at my child. Because that lady could read lips. It was funny. My mom, man, I'm telling you, you don't mess with her child. My mom was like that. You do not mess with me. Because my mom would get up in your face. So I got on the bus. But then my mom made me get off the bus, and she took me to school because she didn't want that little boy, the lady's little boy, to start with me. The little boy told his mama something, and that's why she was yelling at me. Come to find out, the little boy thought, because I was rubbing my nose like this, that I said he stunk. So he told his mama that I said he stunk. That's what it was. And I was just wiping my nose because it was running, because it was cold that morning and snowy. That's what the problem was. Misunderstanding. But that was the first thing that ever happened that I can recall. But I don't know why they turned on us, because we were doing good at first when we moved in. I remember one time I had my bicycle is on our driveway, but I had it blocking the sidewalk. I was blocking our driveway with my bike. It was our driveway. I wasn't on their property or their side of the sidewalk. The deaf man comes barreling outside, and he just kicked my bike over. And again, I'm thinking, you know, I'm a kid. Are you serious? One time he followed me in our garage and scared the crap out of me because he was a big guy. And I shut the door on him, and I go, Mom, like that. And she went out in the garage. Next thing I know, she was yelling at him and he was yelling at her. But they were nice at first, and then when they got ugly, they got ugly. And then one time, I was drawing on the sidewalk with chalk. And I put the verse on, I drew the verse in chalk, love thy neighbor. That's all I put, love thy neighbor. And so the one day I came home, I was walking home through the two houses from the bus stop. I came walking. That lady came out there screaming at me, clean it up. She wanted me to clean that up off the sidewalk. She was waiting for me to come home, and she started screaming at me to clean that up. I didn't clean it up. I just went in my house. But yeah, that's when dang, I'm still hungry, you guys. I spent $11 on a bag of chips and a sandwich. It would have been more if I had paid for this. And I'm still hungry. I'm gonna have to go get me a snack. Dang, I'm hot. I'm gonna have to open my door a minute. Man, it's getting hot. Cause I'm in a shade spot, but there's no trees. There's no breeze. But the sun's not like in my face. Anyway, that's my story about that. I think sign language is cool because it's like, you know, you're talking with your hands. Like how like it's just cool to me, all that. And how like little kids learn how little kids learn sign language when their parents can't hear. It's really crazy. Well, when I went to Houston County, we had, you know, the deaf students, and I had a couple of deaf kids in my math class, and we were taking a math test, and their interpreter was in the room with them, we were taking this test, and they started, during the test, they started doing their hands, and the teacher, my teacher, she slammed her hand on the table like, no, and she told the interpreter, tell them they cannot do their sign language during the test, because they could have been, you know what, they could have been giving each other answers. So the interpreter told them to not, you do your hands during the test, because they could have been cheating. Because deaf people, they got signs, secret little signs for stuff. So, you guys, I'm going to get off of here because this video is long enough, and I'm going to go do some stuff at Sally's and Ulta. And I'm going to, at the end of this video, I'm going to try the next chicken sandwich over here. Come over here and try get the other one and tell y'all and compare. But overall, this buffalo chicken one was good with the crunchy pickles. I don't know if that's an ambulance. Oh, it's a fire truck. It's busy in Warner Robins today. I saw an ambulance and now a fire truck. So, anyway, I'll be back trying the other chicken sandwich. This one, I mean, it's good. It was good. The chicken was not tough. It was really good. The pickles. But would I buy it a lot? No, I would not for $11 for a bag of chips and a chicken sandwich when I can go across the street to Buffalo Wild Wings and get something way better. Way better. But it was good. It was not disgusting. So if you want to try it, go try it. So I'm going to get off of here, because I don't have nothing else to say right now. But go watch my Michael Bublé video. I have two. I have one where I'm trying to get the CD, and then number 2 is the one I'm giving my review when I finally did get the CD. And go watch my Coach purse bundle and my Michael Kors leopard boots. So those 4 videos, they're brand spanking new. Go watch them. And I got more things coming, and I'm still got my Justin Bieber I got to talk about, and I got my Cole Swindell concert videos that I need to upload. So I got things. And Eric he's trying to get me a digital camera. I hope he gets me a good one. So I don't have any concerts coming up. The only thing I have now is this summer is New Kids on the Block, and that's it, you guys. I'm trying not to buy anything right now as far as concerts, because everything's got a stinking health check. I'm tired of it. But I'll be back with my other sandwich review attached to this video. I just learned how to put 2 videos together, so. Hey guys, I am back at Panera trying chicken sandwich number 2, and then I'm going to tell you which one I like better. Number 2 sandwich. It's a different day. I got me my free. They still have that. Excuse me. They still have that free drink code, so I got me a large. Even if I don't drink the whole thing, it was free. So I got me a large unsweet tea with Splenda. So that was like $3 I saved. And then when I bought my sandwich the other day, I got that was my last visit, so I got my free reward. So I got $2 off of this one. So I saved $5 today. Instead of spending $14 on a sandwich and chips and drink, I spent $9 and something. So this is the second sandwich. This one doesn't have barbecue. So the other day, the one I got had crispy, like little fried crispy dill pickles, chips, and it had buffalo sauce, and it had a white sauce on it. I don't know if that was mayonnaise, but this one, and did that other one have lettuce? I don't know. This has lettuce and a creamy garlic sauce on it. Just creamy, and it's that nice bun right here. So this one won't be as messy as the buffalo. Let me take this out of here. Oh wait, first let me open up my chips. And they're just some kettle chips. I like kettle chips. When I lived in Pennsylvania, there's a chip company called Martin's chips, and they had barbecue and just plain. I loved them growing up. All right, let me take a bite of this. Now I got extra garlic on here spread, because I like my sandwiches to have a lot of stuff on it. Okay, the chicken's really tender. I don't know, guys. I don't know which one I like better. The barbecue. I keep saying barbecue. The buffalo or this one, because this one's pretty good. It's not as messy as the buffalo. This is pretty good though. The chicken is not tough at all. Okay. Both sandwiches I would get them again. They're good. Both of them are good. I can't say which one I like better. I don't know. This one, I'm thinking I might like this one better. But they're both pretty good. I wouldn't buy them, come over here and buy it every day, because it is pretty expensive. I mean, I could just go across the street over here at Buffalo Wild Wing. Like, if I wanted a buffalo sandwich and chips, I would probably go to Buffalo Wild Wings for that. But this right here, this one with just the lettuce and the garlic spread, I'd come over here and buy this one again. This one. This tastes good. So, like I was saying previously, I went to that Matthew West concert at church. And that little girl left. They left because the little girl was being bad and wanted to go to Target. Which reminds me of something I forgot to talk about. So, oh, and this is that fancy lettuce. I don't know what it's called. Aioli lettuce? I don't know. Kale? I don't know. It's the fancy lettuce. which reminded me, look, when I was years ago, I babysat Monday through Friday all day. And when we would, and look, when we would go shopping, we would go shopping, and she started acting up in the store, I didn't leave because she was acting up. No. I did what I had to do, and then we left. I wasn't going to leave because she was screaming. I put her over my shoulder, and I said, no, ma'am. I didn't say, stop it, quit it. No, I put her over my shoulder, and I said, no, ma'am. And I kept on doing what I had to do. The kid is not going to tell me when to leave and when. No. You're not in charge. You are not in charge. I'm the boss. And when I'm ready to go, we're going. You don't choose. I got errands to do. It's ridiculous. Your parents, man. They need to get a brain. This chicken's really tender, you guys. It's really good. It's a little bit too much lettuce. I don't like a lot of lettuce. I think I like this flavor better. I think. Let me get me a chip. Oh. So, you know, I like that game show. I haven't seen it. It hadn't been on with Jamie Foxx. Called, you know, Shazam. I could totally win on there. I could totally win on Shazam. I could win a lot of money. I might not be able to beat Shazam being under pressure like that. But I know I could win a lot of money. And I know what I would buy with it. I would buy me some dogs. I'd buy at least 2 dogs. I want a big dog. A big outside dog. Big fluffy outside dog. And then a little tiny cute little dog for the inside. Maybe like a golden retriever for the outside. I don't know. This is off the chain. But there's another show. It just started back up. Name That Tune. I could do that show. Cause like some of these songs, I could do them in one note, just based off the clue. It's all about the clue. They give you a clue, and if you know what it is, man, I could name a song in one note. One note. And I could do the last round. I could do it. The final round for all the money. You gotta do like, I think you got 20 seconds, or it's like 20 seconds or 30 seconds to name, I think, 7 songs, and you can pass if you don't know it. And people take too long on some of these songs. I'm like, oh, I could so do it, man. I could so do it. So I'm gonna get off of here and end this video of my Panera sandwiches. So overall, both sandwiches are good, but for the buffalo flavored one, I would go to Buffalo Wild Wings. If you're wanting a buffalo chicken, go to Buffalo Wild Wings. But this one, This one right here, I think this one's my favorite. The chicken's tender on it. And you can easily bite into it. Is it worth the price? No. But it's good. So, let's see what else. That's about it. I think I'm gonna get off of here because this video is probably way too long. And, yeah, go check out my stuff, you guys. I need comments. And that's about it. And hope y'all like my Panera chicken sandwich reviews.